Well, we talked about it on the field. It's great to have a guy like number 4 behind center in a game like this, isn't it?
Oh, no question. I've been saying it all year long. The best quarterback in the country. Hopefully he made a statement. He's the best player in the country. But he's just nothing rattles him. He understands what we want to get accomplished on offense. But he had a great support cast out there tonight. Wayne played big, the offensive line. Hats off to those guys. Deshaun doesn't do what he does. The receivers don't do what they do. Wayne doesn't do what he does without those 5 guys up front. So just a complete team win, but it is good to have number 4.
Do you ever feel like North Carolina stopped you, or do you feel like you just stopped yourself?
In the first half, we just couldn't get out of our own way. We were moving the ball, but then we'd have a penalty. We have consecutive penalties back-to-back, get behind the chains. We were living in 3rd and long, or we'd have a good run and then come back with a follow-up run and didn't get the push that we wanted. But, they did a good job of mixing it up. They did some things. They changed up. They jumped into an odd scheme. Something that we hadn't seen them do all year. So, they challenged us at first in the first half. We came in, made some adjustments, and then the guys came out in the second half and just played their butts.
What'd you do different with Wayne in the second half? We got 170 of his 187 yards in that second half.
Well, they were geared up to stop some of our inside running game, so try to get the ball on the perimeter a little bit, let them use the speed, the quickness to get to the outside, and make the safeties come up and tackle them. So, change up the scheme a little bit. They were geared up to take away our main inside zone scheme. But the biggest thing is he was seeing it. He was challenged at halftime. He was challenged by myself. He was challenged by Terry. He was challenged by Diamond. The biggest thing was just challenging him to go run like the Wayne train. If you want to be called the Wayne train, you need to run.
So how has this offense changed over the season, the way you've developed?
What was the hardest part?
Actually work with your offense?
Just taking what's there. Our guys believe in
it was so crazy.
Trying to set the tempo around the ball, but obviously teams are going to do some different things to try and stop certain elements of our game. But the biggest thing is taking what's there, trying not to put in too much, trying not to get too complicated, let our guys go out and play. We feel like we got good players at every position, and if they know what they're doing, if we can keep it simple, then they can play fast and go out and execute.
This great Goliath. We came through and we just
we have an indicator that we try to hit. We want to try and get 80 plays a game. We feel like that's a good number. We haven't hit that every game. I think this is the highest snap count we've had all year. But the biggest thing is just looking at how the game flows. Is there a reason why we're under the 80? And obviously, if the game dictates where we don't get as many possessions, and obviously you're not so much concerned about it. But big thing is not so much looking at plays, but just trying to be efficient with the plays that we have.
57 plays in 20 minutes.
I don't think it was any harder if we had a game.
Especially at the start.
Well, we knew that they play their starters, and they've played a lot of snaps here going down the stretch. And so we wanted to try and drive the snap count out, in particular, the snap count up in particular in this game, because we felt like late in the season that tempo could be something that could be an advantage for us. But 57 plays, I was amazed when we came in at halftime and said that we had run that many snaps, considering that we weren't very clean in the first half. We had several 3 and outs and didn't move the ball as consistently as I would like.
There's some other really good ones. What is Deshaun?
From the beginning, just the way
that's for everybody else to decide. But down the stretch, you just look at what he's led our offense to be able to do, and to make the mistake is we played several defenses in the top 22, and he's produced against every defense. He continues to be the most dominant player on the field. He's a true quarterback. He manages the game. He takes what's there. So if you're looking for the complete best player in the country, I think he has the best chance.
Why is this offense so good even against top 22 defense?
Because our guys believe in the plan. They understand that the coaches are going to do the best we can week in and week out to give them a plan to be successful. We understand that throughout the course of the game we're going to have to make adjustments. They trust us to make adjustments and see what the defense is giving us. And it's a fun group. They love each other and they prepare. They prepare with purpose. Every day they come to practice, they understand that that's the most important day of the week is the day that we have practice, and they just put in the work. So really, it's a great cohesion amongst all the players on offense. They believe in each other, they believe in the system, they believe in the plan, and they go out and they have fun executing.
At what point will you allow yourself to think about we're headed to the college football playoff?
It'll sink in at some point in time, but just trying to always do the best I can to help these young men. Everything is about these players in our program, and I understand that my job is not to worry about the accolades and the number of yards and things that a lot of people focus on, but making sure that we're doing what we need to do to win football games. So.
Now that this is all over, now that the Heisman Trophy ceremony is going to be next week, you don't have a game, your quarterback, does he belong there?
I believe so. I believe so. When you're talking about the best player on the best team in the country, is kind of what the Heisman's been about. But he's earned that right. He's come back from an ACL last year to not just to play, but down the stretch from the last 5 games on, I think he's dominated. Running the ball, throwing the ball, he can beat you in any way you want to give him an opportunity to beat you. But more importantly, to me, he represents what the Heisman stands for: character, team guy, very unselfish. So if you're looking for the qualities of the best all-around player on and off the field, I don't think they come any better than Deshaun Watson.
Tony, what was the biggest key to getting Gallman going in the second half?
Well, we had to help them. We had to find, what run scheme they were going to allow us to take advantage of. And obviously, they couldn't stop everything that we do, and it just took us a little bit of time just trying to figure out what are they doing up front, how are they moving, where they fit their safeties, what kind of blitzes are they running. And we finally found a scheme that we had some success and got Wayne on the perimeter, and he was able to bounce some. And it was really just us helping him find the right scheme to exploit his talent.
When in the game did you start to feel a little more comfortable with the play calling, and it just kind of what was working and what wasn't? Is there a point where it just kind of started to click?
In the first half, didn't feel like,